Hi, I'm Bob Kraus. I'm president of the Veterans National Recovery Center, and I'm here with Zeb Pitts. Zeb, how long did you serve in Afghanistan?
First tour was a year and a half. Second tour was 1 year.
1 year. So you had 2.5 years in Afghanistan as a truck driver, now we're here at the VA, and we're going to do some tests on mefloquin toxicity. Can you tell me a little bit about mefloquin toxicity?
Well, it's basically like a anti-malaria pill, and malaria is one of the basic drugs that is introduced into Afghanistan. It's kind of sort of like a STD, but it's not. And the mefloquin test tells you about how to see if you actually got it, because it can represent some symptoms of PTSD.
Okay, so basically what's happening here is you took mefloquin every day for 2.5 years, more or less?
Yeah.
And you took a mefloquin pill every day, and it has side effects. About 25% of the troops that had it have side effects, and if you take it for a long time, the side effects get worse and can get permanent. So today we're at the VA, and we're here. Why are we here at the VA, Zeb?
We're here at the VA to take a mefloquin test.
Okay, well, let's get on with it. This is Bob Kraus again, and I'm at the local Hardee's restaurant, and I'm here with Zeb Pitts. And we just got back from a rather long session at the VA. Of course, I was not allowed to go in. It's all HIPAA covered. But Zeb, what did they do there?
Well, basically after they took my vitals and everything, they measured my weight, and they sat me down, asked me a whole bunch of questions, and then afterwards they took me into another room and asked me to talk to a PTSD specialist, which wasn't there, but it was like a video chat, basically like Skype or something like that. Mm-hmm. And she asked me a whole bunch of questions, mainly about childhood stress issues, what type of drugs I was taking, what type of, how long did I take them, how many tours I did, what I experienced during the tours, and stuff like that.
Okay, now so Zeb, you did, besides taking the mefloquin every day for 2.5 years in Afghanistan, you also were on a lot of truck convoys. Were those, 6 days a week? Is that what you said?
The truck convoys was mostly every day.
Every single day, 7 days a week, pretty much. Okay, and what kind of enemy action did you see out there?
Well, during our truck convoys, we would get chatter over the V.net, mm-hmm. and we would go from there. Basically, we would have the infantry people go out, EOD go out first and clear the lanes. Then we would have the infantry go ahead, and then we would leave out a couple minutes later. But it would always be at night. Okay,
so these were all night moves.
Yes.
And then you got a lot of mortar fire?
It was just basically most of the time it was either RPG or AK-47.
Okay, so RPGs, that's a pretty powerful thing right there. And an AK-47 on the wrong end can be pretty powerful too. Yeah. Was this pretty much a daily event that you got IDFs, indirect fires?
Yes.
As far as like an explosion or something like from an RPG, how close were you to the closest one that went off around you?
The closest one that went off around me was, I would say about 3 to 4 blocks.
3 to 4 blocks away?
Yes.
Okay, but it was an everyday event that you, pretty much every night you were out, you received some kind of indirect fire or knew about it or something like that. Okay, so now they gave you a couple prescriptions. What were the initial diagnoses that they had on you?
The initial diagnosis was mainly, one of them was social phobia, which is basically afraid to go out. Mm-hmm. So I'm kind of a hermit. And and they prescribed me Paroxetine, 10 milligrams. It'll be here in about 3 to 5 days. And they said they're going to, as well as give me Lexapro and Citalopram for my antidepressant.
Antidepressant, and also, wasn't it anxiety in there too someplace? No. Okay, this was just for depression?
Depression and social phobia.
Social phobia, which is actually the social phobia is a form of anxiety. So yeah, that seems like a pretty by the book initial prescription, and then I understand they're supposed to send you some more information on this soon in the mail, so you'll get a precise diagnosis. But they did identify problems that did not show up when you entered the service. Is that correct?
Yes.
Because you took a battery of tests, including, I believe, some kind of a psychology analysis before you went into the service. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So that's kind of where we're at right now. This is basically stage 1 of Zeb's analysis. And Zeb will find out more if it's mefloquin toxicity, or if it's post-traumatic stress disorder, or there's a possibility it could be traumatic brain injury, or it could be something else. So we know that they're giving some palliative medicine to Zeb to keep him stable on some quadrants, but we don't know the whole picture yet. So stay tuned, and we'll keep you up to date. And this is Bob Kraus, President of the Veterans National Recovery Center, signing out now. Have a great day.